businesses.
Governor Kathy Hochul is proposing a few tweaks to bail reform laws. This could potentially be the third change since 2019.
That's right. One of the tweaks has to do with how judges handle pretrial conditions. Erica DeCosta joins us now in the newsroom with reaction from lawmakers and a public defender. Erica.
Good evening. The governor says this is less about the crime rate going up and more about a, quote, deficiency she's hearing from some judges and law enforcement officers. The concern is for repeat offenders and a specific criteria judges have to abide by while setting terms for bail.
Realize what judges are telling us, that they don't have the clarity that they need to have when someone's before them and meets the standards of being bail eligible in particular.
Governor Kathy Hochul is proposing more discretion for judges when handling bail determinations. That includes eliminating what's called a least restrictive means measure, a requirement for judges when setting pretrial conditions for qualifying offenses.
Maybe they have to wear an ankle, an accused has to wear an ankle monitor. They may have certain restrictions on where they can go, who they can interact with.
Assemblyman Josh Jensen supports this change among other lawmakers like Stephen Hawley. The two say there's been too many stories in the news about repeat offenses. Hawley describes an instance where a 16-year-old was released after a gunpoint carjacking towards his relative.
The very next day, the same thing happened. And we need to give judges back their ability to do what they're charged with doing, and that is be able to determine the dangerousness of an individual and the crime that has been committed against society.
On the other hand, Kevin Stottlemyre, first deputy defender in Erie County, says these proposals will only incarcerate more indigent, potentially innocent defendants, going against the whole point of it.
All they need to do is say, qualifying offense, okay, you're going to jail. That's it. Now, they don't have to send them to jail, but it will make it vastly easier for them to do it. Bail reform has been, basically, in a nutshell, the most successful criminal justice reform initiative in New York State, in perhaps New York State history.